Hello, welcome to Geography and History Facility Index 3 class. Today we want to talk about the government revenue, whether states, local government or federal. So we want to look at government revenue, sources of government revenue. How does the government get the funds that they use in providing our public facilities like education,
State and local
water,
government and revenue.
roads, and other important things that are necessary for humans. Now, states and local government take in and spend over millions and trillions of naira or dollar, depending on the country, as the case may be. We are talking about Nigeria. Now, oftentimes, we know that governments get revenue from various sources and they expend this revenue on making sure that services are provided for the citizen. So, without consistent revenue, we cannot enjoy the services from either the state, local or federal government, since they will not have funds to provide them for us. So it is very important as citizens to pay for services that governments provide for us. So what are these services that we should pay for? First of all, public education. In Nigeria, formerly, we have free education for the basic level. Okay, so public education, support for colleges and universities, correction systems, that's when you talk about the prisons, okay, interstate highway system. These are the services that government provides for. Now, what likely effect would the replacement of all these services bring as regards government budget? It is very important that for these services to get to the citizens, we have the obligation, we have the duties to pay our taxes as at when due. So most services that government provide, like we've seen public education, supporting colleges and universities, we want to look at the second part, which is the limits. Some state tax limits include train system, post offices, interstate trade. They can't be taxed by states. So most states don't tax train system, post offices, then trade between interstates. Now churches are not taxed. Public schools too are not taxed for running. Public schools are those schools owned by the government. Okay. So when we talk about limits, we are trying to say those areas where government don't tax individuals, properties, or any entity to make money. So we have said that. Now, sources of revenue for government. How does the government get revenue to fit in all these services, to make sure citizens have all the things they require as essential amenities? Okay. Now we have contributions, okay, proportion to the revenue that people have. Sometimes people generate revenue for government to do one thing or the other. Tax bond to each individual must be certain and not arbitrary. Now, tax levied in the manner in which convenient for the subject to pay. Every tax must be contrived to take as little as possible. It's not like when you're taxing salaries from public institutions or private institutions, shouldn't be much. Now, sources of revenue have sales tax, taxes on certain commodity. We have income tax. These are levied on the income of individuals or corporation. We have property tax. They are levied on properties. We have inheritance tax levied on heirs of shares or levied on estate itself. Now we have business tax. There are taxes imposed in business We have payroll taxes, amusement taxes, okay? For example, you're going into theaters or amusement park, licensing taxes, okay? Business enterprising fees, we have lotteries, then borrowing. All these are sources of revenue. Others include loyalties, fines, patent rights, and all other forms of revenue accruing to government. Thanks for watching this video. Please ensure you finish up with your test 10 and test 11, and you can even go into test 12. Wishing you success in your next mock 4. Thank you and be good.